Hello and welcome back everyone to Alan Wake 2. We're now going to be going into the diner. There is a case to be made that I could do some optimization. Like the settings, I could tweak it to the point where I can't really tell the visual difference unless I'm pixel peeping.
I'm gonna go
But
check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
but it's the overall, like maxing everything out satisfaction that I'm seeking. And I don't want to spend time on optimizing the game, so I've just left it on balanced and everything else maxed. This just looks incredible. Like the sun and I mean even the clouds.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care.
The game is just flexing. So in the distance, it's much more reflective, and up close, it's like.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case.
Did you
files
see?
several
I mean,
sheriffs.
what I just saw was incredible. So there was a key on the sheriff's belt, and that was shadowed. Normally, I don't see things like that. Oh wow, the reflection of the ketchup on the glass. It's visible. So you, this is incredible. This is incredibly done. So I feel like you will lose out on some of these things if I go with something like low. Oh.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
Good to see you.
Oh. Okay, really can't tell a visual difference. At least in this section. But there might be others where it is far more obvious. So I'm gonna leave it on high. And now my eyes are used to the 30 frames per second, so it doesn't bother me.
This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Keep it down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
You found a what?
Good to see you.
Let me think.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? Sure. We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Really?
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Well, it...
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
How do you...
The Bookers
How do
were
you
at
just
Cauldron Lake.
feel that?
Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Jimmy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear
Oh
Fez.
God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
I remember in Alan Wake 1, there was this line about how when things are not explained, when there is a mystery and things are weird and out of place, and you don't explain it, it's even more unsettling and terrifying. While I'm inclined to agree to a certain extent, it's a little strange because sometimes it feels like Remedy is making things strange for the sake of making them strange and nothing else. So,
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
Hi.
so with frame gen enabled and that, because it was holding a stable 30, I figured might as well bump it up to 60.
Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know. So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces.
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Hang on, let me get back to my Mind Palace. Case board.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Sure.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Is this the morgue? Ah, well, here he is.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Yep.
Anything you need,
Just
just
here to pay my
let us
ticket.
know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
My money.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
More
I'll start with the
nudity.
external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Eek.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing. How'd they manage that?
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Let's see the
Defensive
marks.
wounds. He put up a fight.
Nothing particularly noteworthy here. Some blood. Oh wow, those things look incredible. You can see the reflection of that. You know? Is that cotton? Yeah, it looks like cotton, but could be higher poly, I guess. But like, yeah, there is a lot of stopping and staring to observe. You know.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Does
Smudged text under the victim's skin.
There's definitely something in his chest.
We can
Did the
pull.
killers leave it there?
They left a page of the manuscript.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was. killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
For what?
Shit. He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Oh, it's the exact opposite of... Wait, why is there no shadowing?
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go!
Witch, get out of my house.
Vanished.
Okay.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
The face models aren't that good, so even if I upping it all the way to DLAA, it tanks FPS.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
But even with that, the model quality does not look all that good to me. So
These pages are important. Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
But this looks incredible. That little utensil right there, it looks incredible. Also, it looks like changing the DLSS setting in conjunction with frame gen on or off seems to be breaking things. Certain aspects of the game look incredible, particularly anything to do with lighting, reflections, shadowing, GI. All of that looks good, but I feel like not enough attention was put into the character models.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Flick the switch, it goes click.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale.
I think we should leave here. And
Can't be opened on this side.
so how the fuck did I come in if everything is locked off? Why is this not casting any lights on that? Shadowing is done properly, but reflections, I don't know. Oh, reflections are also done. Okay. Just not on these finer objects, I guess.
The heart is gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
Doesn't look right.
Well, how do you know they didn't become monsters? Maybe they did too. Right? Right? Figure out where Nightingale went. Should I profile? Is that the expectation?
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More...
A container for the paper? Okay. Curious. All this is walled off. So not helpful. Not helpful. Bro, say something. And to figure out where Nightingale went,
I can't get through this.
come on, game. Throw me a bone here. For fuck's sake. Anything else? Why are these things switching around? Anything else here? At least, based on what I see, nothing is obvious. So this is there. This is what I missed.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation.
That would be a recurrent
This is the
theme
case we
throughout.
must solve. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. You all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
No blood.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
They're a fine pair.
My client.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
Smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare.
Where are you, bro?
We'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
I'm following you right now.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
Oh wow, those god rays look incredible. Not the way.
Casey, you go ahead to the murder side. I'll catch up.
If you say so.
I am also coming
The writer
to
of
the
these
murders.
pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic.
Well, there is
to
no
see the
logic.
clues, to solve the case.
That's the whole premise. That there is no logic.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
Damn. These sections look bloody incredible, I tell you that. Was that Barbara? Or whatever her name was. Thomas's wife, whatever his second name was. Moody. Oh, it started raining. Alright. Here we are again. From the tree.
I need to figure out where Nightingale went.
What the?
I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
Okay, that style of reloading feels extremely unimmersive after Half-Life Alyx, because it's just one button press now. When I played Okay. When I played Half-Life Alyx, I had to manually reload everything. So, I'm much more used to that. Oh wow, the water looks so good. Combined with the sound effects and everything, it is really... It creates this really convincing illusion that she's in real water. Okay. In the right place. Oh, but there is a drop below 30 sometimes. Hang on. What am I missing? I'm doing something wrong. Bitch's hut. Over here, I take this route. So I have to go left. Not that left. We have to go. Am I in the right direction? No, that's blocked. What am I missing here? I'm getting something wrong. going in some incorrect path. I can tell that much. Okay, maybe this is the path. Okay.
Casey, you look for any further clues here, and I'll check the rest of the area. You see anything, radio me.
Got it.
Fancy meeting you here.
Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
We've seen this symbol before.
It's the symbol of the cult, isn't it? Anything else?
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree.
The big tree.
Which is Ladle?
Holy shit. It's not as obvious when you move, but my god, that looks incredible. Particularly in HDR, combined with, I know, all the lighting and all the effects. Incredible.
Bare feet. Nightingale.
Okay, well, I think that maybe I should get to the tree and then I'll end the video. Does a really good job. The game does a really good job of creating that atmosphere, putting you somewhat on edge. It's just that it's unfair for the game to put me on edge in the same way that VR games do. So, given that I'm now used to VR games, it's...
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd you go from here?
Dips to below 30. Barbara Jagger was the name, right? Yep.
What is that? It seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
I feel like 60 FPS will look too smooth after this game. Because I'm playing at sub 30 sometimes. But it's fine, like, for how good the game looks, this is fine.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, I thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. This fuse is busted.
Went to the big house by the lake. Okay. Okay.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Do you even understand? Like shit's getting intense, and you're talking about people littering, for real. Maybe you're calming yourself down. I don't know.
Another page.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Okay, that was a bug and not something. Okay. Cool. So I guess that's a good time to end the video. I hope you guys like it so far. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.